I want to give a huge shout out to all my subscribers out there. If you haven't done so yet, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. I'll give you a few minutes. Hit that bell icon while you're at it too. We're good? All right, let's go. Let's get started. All right, so as you can see in today's video, will be about how to pass your NCLEX RN or NCLEX PN in 75 or 85 questions. But first, I was thinking, guys, I said, you know what? I need a name to come up for these nice, loyal subscribers. So I came up with two different names, either the Royal Family, that could be my Royal Family, or my Royal Nurses, or I was thinking, you know what? It could be both. So Royal Family, Royal Nurses, y'all let me know what sounds better, or if y'all want to roll with both, let me know in the comments below. So let's get started. So I decided to give you guys a little Popeyes 2-for-1 special. I had a few people asking me what did I do to pass the NCLEX and stuff like that. So still got that video dropping on Sunday. But I said, you know, let me just throw this extra one in the meantime. So without further ado, here we go, guys. So I labeled the video how to pass it in 75 or 85 questions, simply because to my speculation, it seems like both LPNs and RNs are pretty much studying the same exact way, and it's the same material for the most part, or similar material for the most part, that we use on both tests. All right, so the first major tip on to passing this in 75 or 85 questions is to don't even worry about passing in 75 or 85 questions. Too many people watch videos just because you see 75 or 85 questions. That doesn't mean you're gonna pass the 75 or 85 questions. Just get in your mind that that is not the most important thing. That does not determine if you're a good nurse. It does not determine if you're gonna be this, you know, super trauma, super certified nurse or whatever. That don't mean anything, okay? Some people just aren't good test takers. I'm not a good test taker. But like I said, that does not determine what type of nurse you're going to be. So just worry about trying to put your best foot forward, and you're gonna make it out of there with your nursing license, point blank period. So you walked across the stage, you got pinned, your family got to see you in your nice, crisp looking uniform, okay? So now you're thinking, when do I start studying? Do not start studying right after your pinning or graduation. You already been through enough stress as it is. So give yourself about a month or so. I don't mean 2 or 3, 4 months off. Give yourself about a month and a half or so, you know, to just enjoy life, clear your mind and clear all the stresses, because trust me, if you're gonna be stressed out, if you're gonna have a lot of things going on within your life at the time of trying to study for this test, it's not gonna be in your best interest whatsoever. Take it from me. All right, so the number one tool that I use to pass the NCLEX, that I give most of my credit to, is UWorld. Whether you're taking the RN or the PN, most people, I would say, probably use UWorld to study for the test. So I'm pretty sure most of you already heard about UWorld already. If not, it's pretty much a large question bank that resembles the actual NCLEX. And it also makes you feel very comfortable. So when you go take the test, you feel like you've been there before. So how I used UWorld, guys, was basically, of course, I did all my questions, and I'll try to do probably about 75, 85 a day. So once you do all your questions, UWorld does not allow you to screenshot. So you gotta pretty much try to finesse it just a little bit. So what I did was I copied and pasted all my rationales on the ones that I got wrong, or even the ones that I guessed and I got a lucky guess on, and I put that on a separate notepad or a separate Microsoft Word, right? And I would review those things until I got a firm understanding of why I got it wrong. A lot of people say that the UWorld feels a lot harder than the actual NCLEX when you're all done, when it's all said and done with. For me personally, it felt the NCLEX felt like a breeze after taking UWorld, because UWorld, you feel so stupid sometimes, really and truly. You'll see a bunch of questions, you like, damn, did I even go to school? You know, you feel so out of place with it. But when you read those rationales, it's really those rationales that'll really get that firm understanding from when your teacher was really talking and you're like, yeah, I remember all of that now. All right, so with UWorld, you're gonna have to get ready to spread them pockets right open because it's not cheap whatsoever. And even though they try to put a little cheap option in front of you, you don't want that option. For the RN, they got, I believe it's $120 for the cheapest one, which is only 30 days. For the PN, it's, I believe, $100. You do not want the cheapest option because they do not come with the self-assessment. The reason you guys want the self-assessment is because it's basically going to assess where you are, and it's going to tell you what's your chances of actually passing the test. Now, don't be like me, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, do not be like me. So what I ended up doing was I didn't realize that the test was actually being timed, and I think my test timed out, my self-assessment timed out at, I think I want to say about 50 questions or so, and I think it gives you like 85 questions if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while, but off of that, so I basically missed like 35 questions. I left 35 questions on the table just like that, and at the end of it, it told me I was borderline. So I was kind of on the grid a little bit, but I was like, man, I left 35 questions blank. So I basically got 35 questions on top of whatever else I got wrong. So it said I was borderline. So when I seen that, I was like, oh, I'm in there, man. I'm gonna pass this test, no question. So yeah, so don't be like me, y'all. Make sure you finish the self-assessment. It's timed. It's gonna be a real scenario test. So like I said, everybody feel like the UWorld is harder than the actual NCLEX. I definitely thought it was much harder than the actual NCLEX. So you want that self-assessment to give you that boost of confidence, to give you that idea. And also, so when you get that idea, you know which areas you can work harder in, so you don't waste your time on other areas. Now, the second thing that I used to help me pass the NCLEX was Registered Nurse RN. Now, let me tell y'all, man, this lady was like a gift from God, really and truly, because the way she breaks down everything is just perfect to the T. Now, I didn't just go and watch everything that she had, but a few of the things that I used her for was lab values, insulin mnemonics, chest tubes, what else? IV calculations and stuff like that. Now, so if you haven't heard of her, she's on YouTube. I'm gonna just pop it up here for you guys. Hopefully you can see the TV properly. So you just go on YouTube search, and you're gonna look for Registered Nurse RN, and then she will pop up any day now. Okay, here she is. So this is Registered Nurse RN right here. Perfect. So like I said here, so you got your lab values, and like I said, guys, the videos are down to the T. It's so helpful with, you know, most of the things that she, oh I'm sure, everything on there, calculating INO, you know, so you get the gist of it. So for me, it was UWorld, it was Registered Nurse RN, and that was the two biggest things that I had right there. So now I know everybody has that huge Saunders book that you probably wonder, like, damn, why did I pay, or what did I get this for? I know it's useful when you were in school. You know, you can use that to try to study a few things here and there. But for the Saunders, really and truly, I just used it as a backup. I thought it was a waste of time to try to flip open that huge book. Now, I can't even lie with you, I can't even front, because at first, you open up my book, I don't have it now to show you guys, but man, the thing was just highlighted all over the place, and it felt like school all over again. But it came to the point I was like, you know what, let me just get UWorld, and that's exactly what I did. I got UWorld, and I started studying like that instead. So yeah, I didn't put too much stock in the Saunders book. I just used it as a quick reference. I didn't use it as like, okay, let me spend 3 hours a day. Nah, I didn't do all of that. All right, so it's your big test day, and you're ready to go in and take the test. Not so fast. What I recommend doing is, of course, you eat a healthy breakfast. I don't know about y'all, but for some reason, I don't know if I'm just slow like that or if it's my blood sugar, but I can't stare at a screen for too long. I knew this, so what I did, I brought myself a bottle of orange juice, and I brought myself my favorite candy, Mentos, and I kept that in the locker room. So when you have your break or whatnot, or you can take a break whenever you want to. So if you're starting to feel like your sugar's dropping, or you start feeling a little sleepy, that's what I did. I went out, took a quick break, popped a couple Mentos, drunk some juice, and I'm back in that thing. So yeah, if you're a person of faith, you pray to the good man upstairs. And as far as reviewing on the test day, I don't recommend going through like a huge review. I would do like a very, very light review. Light review meaning like going over mnemonics if you have that, going over lab values, going over very small things that you say, okay, you're not gonna get me, or like calculations, because that's the last thing you want to do is go on a test and see a calculation and then you stuck on that calculation for like 30 minutes trying to figure it out because you don't want to get it wrong. Okay, so just go over those very small things, and you go in and take your test. So that's all I got for you guys on today's video. If this helped you in any way whatsoever, I would really appreciate it if you liked the video and subscribed. I got much more to come in the future. So to all you guys that are about to take the NCLEX soon, or all you guys that are about to graduate soon, you got this. Just remember, it's much smarter than you think you are. So good luck to you guys. To all my royal family, my royal nurses, stay royal, and I'll see you in the next one.